Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Whoops. I've got all my screens confused this morning. Hey y'all! Welcome back to Create and Hang. My name's Emily. I'm the marketing director at the Digital Arts Experience, and we teach awesome classes. And without further ado, I'm gonna make a Mario game today because I love Mario. I don't know if anybody here has had an obsession with Super Mario Brothers, particularly number 3. You know, when they're during your growing up now, or when you were growing up back in the day. I just loved Mario. So right now I'm on the Scratch homepage. I'm gonna actually search up my characters first on a different screen. I'm just going to say Super Mario 3 PNG and see what I can come up with. I just love, for some reason, just Super Mario Brothers 3 made me so happy. It was so much fun. So save my image as Super Mario 3. And then, ooh, let's get Bowser. So we're gonna, for any good game, and we did this the other day, we're going to need a character sprite who's gonna be Mario, some sort of an obstacle sprite that we have to kind of get past, or a scenario we have to overcome. So I'm going to make this, I'm gonna make that Bowser. And I'm trying to get, like, the good version of him. Well, let's see. You know what? We can, we'll save the image, and then if we need to erase parts of it, we can. And we need Princess Peach. Or one of the mushroom guys. The princess doesn't come until the end, right? But that's okay. Ooh. There's so many good ones. So we'll save her. Alright. So we're gonna go, I'm at scratch.mit.edu for those who might be excuse me, just learning about Scratch. Upper left corner, click create, and we are off and running. I'm gonna get rid of the cat. Trash the cat. And I'm gonna upload my sprites, except I pressed the wrong button. I want to upload them from my computer. So I'm gonna go to a place where I save them first of all. We'll get Mario. It's probably gigantic, so we could probably go into his costumes and shrink him a bit. Link him down a little bit. Yeah, a little pixelated, but you know, it's alright. Also his the top of his hat though. We can fill that in real quick. Just gonna do a little quick fix here on Mario's hat. And maybe his shoes too. Mario. It's me, Mario. Oh, there we go. So, my sister says this thing with her kids. It's the cutest thing. She says, "It's me, Mommy-o." Which I just think is the sweetest thing ever. Alright, so I made Mario look good. Let's go back and get another character. I still have my characters from the Star Wars game I made. So I was gonna put Princess Leia by accident. And you see, we didn't quite get that blank background that we did when usually you go for a PNG. So we're real quick going to shrink her down. And what I'm doing is I'm just putting a little box around her, and then I'm just taking her and shrinking her so that she's a little smaller. I want her to be small. And then what I'm going to do is zoom in, and I'm just going to quickly, just to save a little time here, erase around her. And it's going to be kind of crude, so my apologies, but we don't have all day. So, I'm just taking the erase tool. If I don't like what I do, I can always click that little backward arrow, and I can just undo what I did. So you have that undo and redo up there, and that comes in super handy. I'm gonna zoom out and just make sure that all the other stuff is erased. I don't want anything else besides my Peach. There we go. So Peachy can be over here, Mario over here. You know what? Let's do... more of like a... I know I may be a little overzealous here, but we can maybe involve some gravity. We'll see. We'll see. Like, let me not get too ahead of myself. The coffee's kicking in. I'm like, oh my gosh, we're gonna make the craziest game, but I got a meeting at 11, so cheers, everybody. Clink. And this is a mug. It's a jokey mug from the television show Friends for any people who used to watch that, which they just took off Netflix. Oh well, you can't have everything. Whoops. I named my game Super Mario Saves Peach. Alright, last but not least, I need my Bowser. Where are you, Bowser? It's up here. I think I'm probably, yeah, I'm gonna have to do the same thing that I did with Peach, which is fine. It just takes a couple little extra steps, but if you got some time, you can really have a lot of fun with the graphics here. So I'm just gonna quickly go around him and just do my best. Whoops. Not to erase his whole face. Which would be very silly. Silly, silly, silly. So, I am using the eraser tool, and I can control it by like making these numbers bigger or smaller to control the size. And so I think I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger. Just erase around him, and you could literally spend all day just working on your characters, which might be, if you're gonna like make a little bit of a bigger project, it might make a lot of sense to kind of break up the tasks into like something that you'll do per day. You know, if you're really gonna work on something that's long term and like really involved, you know, it makes sense to really make your characters look nice. And like normally for video games, they have different departments for all of that stuff, whereas like when we're just doing this stuff at home, it's just us. So you know, it's kind of nice to take a little pride in your graphics And it really can be quite a lot of fun to work on the art element of it as well as the programming element. So it's like, you know, or even if you're not going to make a game that's that involved, you know, maybe you just want to make a really beautiful game. And there's nothing wrong with that. If you enjoy, you know, aesthetics more than programming, that just means that that's the kind of person you are. But like I said, there's just so many, like, whoops. I got up his face. That's okay. He'll be alright. There's so many different things that are involved in building a video game that, you know, you really have your pick of like careers when it comes to that kind of stuff. You know, video games need artists, they need marketing people, they need programmers, they need people who plan the games. Hi, Rob. Good morning. They need all sorts of stuff. So don't, even if you don't enjoy one aspect of Scratch, you can always focus on another one. And for me, I love taking a little bit of time to make my characters look exactly the way I want them to. I think this is gonna be a platformer. Yeah, it's looking that way. So here's what I'm gonna do. Game testers, exactly. You need all sorts of people, not just, you know, one or the other. And, well, but I will say that the really cool thing about Scratch is that you get to try being all of those people and, like, seeing which one you kind of gravitate towards. And I just think that that's part of the fun. Alright, so I'm on my backdrop now. And I'm actually going to make my backdrop. And also, please excuse the noise. There's people working on the lawn outside, and they're causing quite a ruckus. They were at it since 8:30, and my windows were wide open. So yeah, a little noise never hurt anybody. But yeah, just so that you're like, why is the world ending in the background of your game? Alright, so here's Peach. Bowser's gonna hang out here. Yeah, this is Aurora Synthwave mix. It's pretty rad. I'm digging it. Big shout out to the masters. The Prime Cronus. The Prime Cronus, who you can support on Patreon. Okay, so we're making a game with points, which means automatically, I just, the way that I assimilate information is, assimilate? That wasn't really the right word. The way that I sort of like to orient that I like to construct the way I do things, let's say, is, just making a variable. So I'm just gonna rename the default one to, princess points. And, maybe what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna put coins here and here. No. Okay. So here's how I'm gonna make my game be fun. There's coins here and here, and you're gonna have to collect them. Then you're gonna have to get past Bowser to save Princess Peach. That's what's happening right now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look for coins. There's definitely gotta be coins in here. Oh, or feathers. Or tacos. I mean, we could go totally outside. Or squirrel heads. The sky's the limit. You know what? Let's make stars. Just to save a little time. So we're gonna make 2 stars, and I'm actually going to, no, I'm gonna wait till I make the second one, because I'm just gonna copy the code from the first one. So I'm always I always try to think ahead to make my, like, to see what is actually gonna make my life simple, like, more simple. So, so yeah, I always know that when I have a sprite, if I know the sprite is gonna act the same as another sprite, I just wait, and then I duplicate everything. You also could drag and drop code. You could do a million things. Whatever workflow works best for you is the one that you want to go with, because it's all about just having fun, being creative. All right. First things first, let's get Mario's gravity out of the way. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna make a variable, and it's only gonna be for Mario. So instead of checking for all sprites, it's gonna be for this sprite only. So, right off the bat, I know that I want to have this gravity thing running continuously, which means I need a forever loop. We're going up and down on the y-axis. Y-axis goes up and down, so we're going to change y by the gravity variable. So that's our first. Now we get to actually control this number, which I am, incidentally, I'm going to hide because I do not want to see it. Princess points I do want to see. So now we need some ifs. We need some conditionals. If I'm touching the color of the ground, I'm actually gonna, I don't want to strain my neck too much, so I'm gonna look at this. I got 2 screens over here, so I'm like ping-ponging back and forth. If I'm touching the color of the ground, then I'm gonna set this number to give myself a little bit more workspace here. Whoops. That has some schmutz on it. Gotta keep your workstation clean, people, first and foremost. So what I was saying was that, I forgot what I was saying. Well, you know, that happens. Oh, if I'm touching the color of the ground, then I don't want to go anywhere, right? I just want to stay put. I want to stay put right on the ground there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna set that number to 0. Set the gravity to 0. Now, what happens if I am not touching that color? What if I'm up here? I want to be falling down, right? Falling down like the London Bridge. So, I'm just going to quickly grab a not block. If I'm not touching that color, I'm going to change the gravity. And change, I use change because change will actually, this number will start to compound because you just keep adding whatever number it is. So if I want to go down on the y-axis, I need a negative number. And so what that's going to make me do is it's going to actually make me look like I'm accelerating towards the ground rather than floating towards the ground, which, there it was. Which I think is just a better, which I just think looks better. And then, of course, if I touch a key, oops, say if, and let's have it be the up arrow. If the up arrow key is pressed, then if I want to go, can you guess at home which direction I want to go? Positive or negative? If I want to go up on the y-axis. Give you a second. So we're gonna do to this number. We're gonna set it to a positive. You guessed it. So now I can jump up and down, which is very exciting. Now I'm quickly just gonna add, and I think I can add it right here in this loop, that if I'm pressing the sideways keys, then I go side to side. So if I say, if the right arrow key's pressed, and it's the x-axis that goes right and left. Right arrow, left arrow. We're gonna move right and left. So we're actually gonna go grab that, change x by 10, and change x by -10 to go left. Negative on the x-axis on this grid is whoa, look at my Mario. Just look at him go. Alright, so that's my gravity and my movement. What's next, you're probably wondering? Well, I kind of want to make my backdrop look a little more fun. Too bright. There we go. I'm just taking a moment to caffeinate myself. I just love coffee. Alright, so next things next is we are going to we could get real fancy, but we also have to demonstrate good time management. So we're going to have to not get so fancy that we don't know what's going on. Although I could give Bowser gravity. Oh, yeah, I want to do it. I'm gonna take this leap here. So, we're gonna give Bowser gravity. We're gonna have to give him his own variables. We're definitely gonna have to change a couple of things about this piece of code. Ooh, I'm excited. I've never done this before. Alright, so this is gonna be an interesting experiment. Although I used to love doing this with my kids when I taught Scratch. We used to just have a lot of fun because, well, they would teach me things. They'd be like, "Oh, do you know how to do this?" And I would say, "Well, you know, I don't exactly know how to do it. In theory, I think you could do it this way, but why don't you try it and see if it works?" And 9 times out of 10, they would do something that I did not tell them to do, and it would end up working. Oh my goodness, so much fun. So much fun in Scratch class. But that's kind of, you know, that's the beauty of it. That's like, you know, give them a fishing pole and what's the old adage there? Teach a man to fish. Teach a person to Google search. I lost my train of thought. I went off on a tangent, but that's pretty much the usual. We're gonna make a variable, we're gonna call it Bowser. You know what? No, it's just gonna be let's call it Bowser Gravity, even though it's gonna be only for that sprite anyway, so it shouldn't show up, but yeah, there we go. So, Bowser Gravity, set Bowser Gravity, Bowser Gravity, Bowser Gravity, there we go. So here's the thing about Bowser's gravity, is we don't get to control him, so we're gonna make him point in the direction of Mario. Jump. Alright, so this one's gonna be different. It's not gonna be on an arrow key press. It's going to be wait a random... Alright, let's think this through. Wait a random amount of seconds. Yes, you can hear the landscapers. I'm sure they're coming through loud and clear. When the flag is clicked, I'm going to wait a random amount of seconds. So I'm going to wait, grab the pick random 1, 2, let's say 4 seconds. No, 5 seconds? 5 seconds? Pick random 1 to 5 seconds. Point towards Mario. So this will give the game a little bit of a more of a dynamic edge as opposed to like a static thing that Bowser does. He's actually going to, it's going to depend on Mario's position, which is going to be sweet because that's going to make it fun. He's going to be like, oh my gosh, I'm getting chased. I have to get to the princess immediately. So wait, pick random 1 to 5 seconds. Then point towards Super Mario. Mario. I gotta name everybody. Princess Peach, Bowser, and Star. Okay. So, he's got to jump and move. So jump is gonna be setting the gravity, let's say to, no, let's say 12. And then moving on repeat. Move 10 steps. Because move 10 steps moves you in the direction of wherever you're pointed. And one thing I always like to do is set everything back to its normal position. Right at the start of the game. Let's just test this out right now. It worked! It worked, but we gotta make it longer. Ooh. No. Let's, ooh. Ooh, okay. Yes, we are gonna make this longer. But we're also gonna introduce another random element to it. So we're gonna pick a random 8 to, let's say, 15 steps. Oh, and we gotta put him back in his original starting position. Right, which is, and we gotta set him back to 90 degrees. Point direction 90. Go to starting position. Here. Why does it say go to X0, Y0? That is random. 100. This is 42. Usually it changes those. That seems glitchy to me. Okay. So that worked, sort of. All right, we'll go back and fix that in a second. I don't understand why he's not. Oh, do you see? Do you see that little speck? I'm like, why isn't he falling down? It's because his costume is still a little bit. There's like a little something. There's a little piece of something there. Oh. So I'm just gonna go around the edge here and make sure everything is. Still got a little something there. What's going on in his costume? There it is. Got it. Got it. All right. So in theory, okay, here we go. In theory, you should be able to try to get me. Ah! Yes. And you shouldn't have to wait. So then here's the trick. It's gonna wait again. And we've already programmed that. So this is going to repeat. I could do a repeat until, or hi Lori, good morning. Cheers everybody. So what we're gonna do is, we could do a repeat until, but pretty much when the game ends, I'm gonna throw a stop all, which is like a stop sign, which is like hitting the stop sign. So I'm just gonna say this to repeat forever, just to save us a little bit of time. Alright. So. Whoa. You see that? So random. I gotta try to get... It's too much though. Too many seconds are transpiring. Oh no. Oh no. No! So, I'm gonna have to collect these points. Ah! Yeah. So, I'm gonna have to collect these points. I get scared by my own game sometimes. Alright, so Mario's gotta go back to his starting position when the flag's clicked. There we go. Now, we have to collect these stars, and there's going to be 3 of them. The points are going to have to be equal to 3 for him to actually rescue the princess. So let's try to quickly get this coded so that we can spend a little time playing it. So we're going to program for the star. When the flag is clicked, wait until touching Mario, touching star. Then we're gonna make the Peach points go up by 1. So first of all, we're just gonna set the princess points. Then we're gonna change the points by 1. And we're going to hide, which means at the beginning we must show now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to program in the backdrop because it's sort of a universal thing. gonna grab a castle just for time's sake. So when the flag is clicked, I'm switching the backdrop to... Ugh, I hate when backdrops aren't named for some reason. It's just a pet peeve. Whoops. That's the Princess Castle. This is game backdrop. So when the flag is clicked, we're switching the backdrop to the game backdrop. Then we're gonna wait until, so here's the ticket. Here's the kicker. We're gonna wait until two things are true. Number one, you know what? We gotta program that in the princess. I just realized why. Flag is clicked. Wait until two things are true. First of all, the points have to equal 3. If you didn't get all the stars, you can't rescue the princess. So the points have to equal 3 because you have to get we're gonna have 3 stars. And the other thing that's true is that she's gotta be touching Mario. So we're gonna get an operator called AND, which means both things in these diamonds have to be true in order to get past this wait until block. So, touching Mario. And now we need another operator that says equals, because we gotta have the princess points equal to 3. And then we can switch the backdrops. Switch backdrop to the princess castle. Alright, so if Bowser gets you, I'm actually going to copy this code because it's going to be similar. Wait until, oh, we got to do a stop all too. Because we just got to kill, we got to kill the program. The game's over. Everybody go home. If we switch to the oh, okay. So if Bowser is touching Mario, then he switches the backdrop to the Princess Castle. No, not to the Princess Castle. We're gonna quickly make a game over backdrop. It's gonna be blue sky. But I'm gonna change it. Because I just want it to be black. Black sky. What is going on? What is this tiny little speck over here? Okay. Game over. Okay, so, and as always, I really like to use the pixel game over. No, just normal game over, not like super crazy game over. I just love the pixel because I think that it looks super retro and awesome, and I'm kind of about that right now, especially with this music that's in the background. Alright, so on the flag, my backdrop changes. If Bowser touches me, I'm going to die. Whoops. I'll be destroyed anyway, I should say that. So the piece of code I need to fix is not switching it. I'm gonna switch it to, whoops, game. Oh, I didn't name my backdrops. How dare I? Game over. Okay. I'm going to switch it to the game over backdrop. Game. And then I'm going to stop all. Stop all. Where is it? There it is. And I gotta hide everybody, so we know right off the bat that we can say when backdrop switches to game backdrop, everything shows. I mean, that's gonna be on a flag click, so just do Princess Castle, hide. And when we switch to the game over backdrop, we hide as well. So I'm gonna take that and quickly drop that into everyone. And you just drag your piece of code, whoops, right over the character that you're trying to program for. Alright. Let's give it a... Oops. Oh, yep, the stars gotta hide too. See, you gotta test your game. Then that's part of the fun. Is making sure everything works. Oh, the variable's gotta hide and show too. We could just do that once. So show variable on the flag click and hide variable. And that's going to be princess points that we want to see. So now we're getting into the little nitty-gritty details, but that's kind of how it goes. Alright, so everybody's got to show when the flag is clicked. Including Bowser, Ms. Peach, Mario, game over. Nice. Ah! Got him! Now I have to be able to get all three. Alright, awesome. So I'm gonna duplicate this now. Star 1, Star 2, Star 3, and they're gonna be... They gotta be around here. You gotta get them all. Gotta catch them all, gotta catch them all. Nice. Alright guys, moment of truth. Here's our game. Oh, so close. Oops. Oh, whoops. Okay, last thing is when you go to the castle. So when the backdrop switches to Princess Castle, we're not actually gonna hide Mario. We're going to just make him go to like the center. Show. We gotta, whoops, we gotta stop gravity. Oh, this game is so good. I'm very proud of myself. I will pat myself on the back. We gotta make him, we gotta kill his gravity. So we're gonna go to control, we're gonna say stop other scripts and sprite. Then he's just gonna go to the middle. So we're gonna go to 0, 0. And I believe it's gonna be this same for Princess Peach. Ugh. Ah! I'm so scared. Haha. Oh, what happened? Oh, she hid. Dang nabbit. No, that's not supposed to happen. Oh, yep. Accidentally kept that piece of code in there. Let's try it. Oh. But then she has to go back to her starting position. It's in the details. Just gotta go back here. Do 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 do. Ring. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. And there you have it. All right, one more time. Dun, 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 dun. Oh no! Dun, 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 dun. Ah! Ah! Dun, 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 dun. Ah! Oh my gosh, I get so scared. This is why I can't play video games with jump scares. No! Yay, we did it! Alright, that's it. That's all she wrote. So, listen up, pals. If you enjoyed this tutorial, definitely hit the subscribe button, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment if you have your own game that you made that was similar to this, and, or, you know, if you also hate jump scares, and that wasn't even a jump scare, but you get a little crazy when you play video games, you can definitely leave a comment and let me know. Once again, my name is Emily, and I'm from the Digital Arts Experience. We have awesome classes. You could take a private lesson, you could enroll in a game hangout, you could enroll in a Scratch class, and Scratch class is super duper fun. We have a ton of awesome online content as well, so definitely check that out. Like I said, hit that subscribe button. And check out our website, thedae.com, the DAE for Digital Arts Experience. Lots of really cool online stuff, especially while we're all here at home. And we love the social aspect. That's probably the most fun, is like hanging out, doing cool stuff while you're with people virtually. So check it out. I'll be around 2 p.m. Tuesday, which is tomorrow. I will see you then. Have an awesome day.